Hi, myself Sukanya. I am working in Curious Technology as Azure Data Engineer who have completed Azure Data course and you are preparing for job. And here I started a frequently asked question on Azure Data Engineering. This question will help you to get job very easily. So let us start the section. What is Azure Data Factory? Azure Data Factory is the data orchestration service provided by the Microsoft Azure Cloud. Azure Data Factory is used for following use cases mainly. 1. Data migration from one data source to another. On-premises to cloud data migration, ETL purpose, automated their data flow. Next question. What is the difference between Azure Data Factory version 1 and version 2? Azure Data Factory version 1. It is a service designed for the batch data processing of time series data. Azure Data Factory version 2. Coming to version 2, it is a very general purpose hybrid data integration service with very flexible execution patterns. The data lake storage Gen 2 hierarchical namespace accelerates big data analytical workloads and enables file level access control list. What are the top level concepts of Azure Data Factory? So this question is very important. This type of question is asked in different manners. One is what are the top level concepts of Azure Data Factory? Data Factory consists of a number of components. What kind of activities from Data Factory you used in your project? What are the building blocks of ADF? For this question, the answer is pipeline, activities, link services, integration runtime, trigger. So let us briefly know about the pipeline. Pipeline is a logical group of activities and activities perform a task to achieve a higher level data integration task. Activity represents the processing steps in a pipeline. There are three types of activities: data movement, data transformation, data control. Linked services. It is a in linked services in Azure Data Factory is basically the connection mechanism to connect the external sources. It works as the connection string to hold the user authentication information. Integration runtime. It is referred to as a compute infrastructure used by Azure Data Factory. It provides integration capabilities across various network environments. Trigger. Trigger is a unit processing that determines when a pipeline needs to be run. This can be scheduled or set off by different event. Explain data sources in Azure Data Factory, which file format you have worked with. The data source is the source or a destination system that compromises the data intended to be utilized or executed upon. Which type of data we have used? So the type of data can be a binary, text, CSV files, etc. It can be an image files, video, audio, or might be a proper database. Example of data source include Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Blob Storage, or any other database such as MySQL database, Azure SQL database, etc. What are the integration runtime and types? It is one of the most frequently asked question for freshers or experienced candidates. Integration runtime is referred to as a compute infrastructure used by the Azure Data Factory. It provides integration capabilities across various network environments. The types of integration runtimes are Azure Integration Runtime. It can copy data between cloud data source and send activity to various computing services such as SQL Server, Azure HD Insight, etc. Self-hosted integration runtime. It is basically software with the same code as the Azure integration runtime, but it is installed on a local system or virtual machine over a virtual network. Azure SSIS integration runtime. It is fully managed cluster of virtual machines that are hosted in Azure and dedicated to run SSIS packages in the data factory. We can easily scale up the SSIS nodes by configuring the node size or scaled out by configuring the number of nodes on the virtual machines cluster. What is required to execute an SSIS package in data factory? How many self-hosted integration runtime we can create in our machine? We need to create an SSIS integration runtime and SSIS database catalog hosted in Azure SQL database or Azure SQL managed instance. You can install only one instance of self-hosted integration runtime on any single machine. What are the storage type in Azure? So this is also one of the frequently asked question. For this question, the answer is Azure Blob, Azure Files, Azure Queue, Azure Table. Let us know in brief. Azure Blob, it is a scalable object store for test and binary data. Azure Files, it manages the files shares for cloud or on-premises deployments. Azure Queue, a messaging store for reliable messaging between application components. Azure Table, it is a NoSQL store for no schema storage of structured data. What are the blob types in Azure? What is the minimum and maximum block size? What are the types of blob access types? Blob types: block, black blob, page blob, append blob. Block size: minimum 64 KB and maximum 100 MB. What are the access types? It is also one of the most common asked questions. Access types are hard, cold, active. Hard, it access type is for frequently used data. Cool, it is used for infrequently used data that will be stored at least 30 days. Active, it is for long-term storage of 180 days or more. What are the Azure Active Directory keys? There are three types: client ID, tenant ID, secret key. What is the use of lookup activity in Azure Data Factory? So it is also one of the most frequently asked questions. So lookup activity. It can retrieve a data set from any of the data source supported by Data Factory and Synapse pipelines. The lookup activity can read data stored in database or file system and pass it to subsequent copy or transformation activities. Thank you.